My next guest was in the East Room as the president announced his choice for Supreme Court. President of the Family Research Council, one of the country's leading evangelical conservatives, Tony Perkins. Tony, great to have you with us.
Good evening, Lou.
I'm going to just take a wild stab at it. You're pleased? How pleased are you?
Look, I think this is I'm very pleased. I think the president has done exactly what he said he was going to do on the campaign trail. He was going to find a judge that believes that a judge's role is to interpret the law, not create the law. A strict constructionist that's going to read the letters on the page and not try to find things within the shadows of the Constitution. And that's what I think the writings, the opinions of the judge says, and I think that's what he said here tonight. So I'm very pleased with the president's pick.
For Christians, for evangelicals in particular, how important is his nomination for the cases that are moving to the court that are there now?
I think it's extremely important, and I think that's why this was one of the top issues that evangelicals looked to when they voted for Donald Trump. This really became a policy election in which people looked at the policies. Top among those policies was how the president was going to pursue judicial nominees. He said he was going to pick pro-life judges that were strict constructionists, and that's what we appear to have in Judge Gorsuch. So I think evangelicals are going to be very pleased. Of course, you never know when you select someone, but all things point to this being a very good pick that Donald Trump has made here tonight.
Yeah, I have to say, in terms of his achievement, his education, his potential, and his youth, for crying out loud, I mean, he is the ideal, just absolutely ideal candidate. But you and I both know that the left will try to smear him. They will try to resist his confirmation. Why do we have to continue going through this? Do you have a panacea for what ails Washington, and particularly the left and the Dems in this country, who have turned to subversion, for crying out loud, as much as and obstructionism as much as opposition?
Right. We saw that on full display today, where Democrats refused to show up to work and come to the committees to vote on the president's cabinet picks. But look, they're going to have a hard time opposing this justice. As you pointed out, his educational background, his opinions are solid. He sees the executive branch as having its realm of authority, the courts having a very limited realm of authority. And he said it here again tonight, and his opinions reflect this. The role of a judge to create law, it's simply to interpret the law as the legislative body enacted it. And so I think that's refreshing to see judges that are not activists. We're not looking for conservative activists. He's not going to be a conservative activist. I think he is going to be a man of the Constitution, which is what I believe the majority of Americans want, certainly what evangelicals want.
You know, I love his expression, his being humbled and honored to be a servant of the Constitution. Those are lovely words. Tony Perkins, always great to have you with us. We thank you for joining us tonight. Tony Perkins of the Family Research Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou.